Welcome to the spot where the highlights breathe. Every stat got a story underneath. No hot takes, just film we dissect. Every snap, every check, every move gets checked. From the tunnel to the title, every underdog's a rival. Big Kev on the mic, let the scoreboard testify. Champions ain't born, they reply. Breaking news, locker room, pressure on the rise. Dreams get measured where the bright lights shine. If the game's talking, we ain't talking over it. We let the game. The game speak game. The game speak game.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Big Kev, and welcome to a special edition of Game Speaks Game. Tonight, we're not talking about the end of a story. We're talking about the beginning of a new one. Because in sports, change is inevitable. Players graduate, coaches move on, programs evolve. And sometimes the hardest decision to make is the one that challenges you to grow. Over the last 4 seasons, Coach J built something that college football may never see again. 4 straight undefeated seasons, 4 national championships, a culture of excellence, a standard that every program in the country has been chasing. But today, the page turns. Coach J has officially accepted the head coaching position at UCF. And while some people will see a coach leaving, I see a leader accepting a new challenge. Because every great journey eventually reaches a new beginning. Tonight, we're going to take a look at what this means for Coach J, what it means for UCF, what it means for Georgia State, and what the future of college looks like from a moment forward. One thing's certain, the jersey may change, the sideline may change, but expectations to win never changes. I'm Big Kev, and this is Game Speaks Game. Let's get into it. Now, let me ask you a question. What do you do when you climb every mountain? For 4 straight seasons, Coach J and Georgia State didn't just win football games. They changed the expectation of an entire program. 4 undefeated seasons, 4 national championships. Nobody found the blueprint to beat them. Think about that. Every week, every opponent, every game, the answer was still Georgia State. So eventually, the question stopped being, can you win? The question became, what's left to accomplish? Sometimes greatness isn't about staying comfortable. Sometimes greatness is about finding another mountain to climb. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what this is. Not running away from a dynasty, but betting on yourself to build another one. Because anybody can inherit success. Very few can create it twice. And that's exactly what the college football world is about to find out. Can Coach J build another champion? Can he turn UCF into the next powerhouse? Or Georgia State the perfect storm? That's the question. And beginning today, the journey starts all over again. I know everybody's wondering, why UCF? Out of every job in college football, why Orlando? The answer is actually pretty simple. It's opportunity. Coach J has already proven he can build a champion. Now he wants to prove he can build another one. A different city, a different locker room, a different conference, the same championship standards. See, UCF isn't looking for someone to rebuild football. They're looking for someone to raise the ceiling. A program with talent, a passionate fan base, one of the best recruiting states in America, and a university that's ready to compete with anybody. That's a challenge. And if we learn anything about Coach J over the last 4 seasons, he doesn't run from challenges. He runs towards them. Because championships doesn't follow buildings. They follow culture. They follow leadership. They follow accountability. And that's exactly what Coach J is bringing to Orlando. Now, the question isn't, can Coach J win at UCF? We already know he can coach. The real question is, can he build another dynasty? Because if history tells us anything, college football's better pay attention. The next chapter starts now. Every championship program has an identity. Some teams want to outrun you. Some teams want to outscore you. Coach J teams, they make you earn every single yard. Defense isn't just about making tackles. It's about taking away confidence, making quarterbacks second guess every throw, making offensive coordinators rewrite the game plan before kickoff. Now imagine bringing that mentality to UCF. Not just a new defense, a completely different attitude. And that's where names like Double A and Tay Williams enter the conversation. These aren't just talented defensive backs. These are players who understand the standards Coach J expects. Physical, discipline, relentless. When receivers line up against the secondary, they're not just trying to catch passes. They're trying to survive 4 quarters. Every route is contested. Every throw is challenged. Every mistake can become 6 points going the other way. That's what I call the no-fly zone effect. It changes how offensive prepare. It changes how quarterbacks think. And eventually, it changes the entire reputation of a football program. Coach J isn't just bringing players. He's bringing an expectation that every snap matters. Every practice matters. Every play is held to a championship standard. And if this vision comes together the way Coach J believes it will, the rest of college football won't just be talking about UCF offense. They'll be talking about the defense that made quarterbacks think twice before ever letting the football leave their hands. Now let's take a look at the blueprint behind it all. We've talked about the move. We talked about why UCF. We talked about the no-fly zone. But none of that matters without a blueprint. Every championship begins long before the first kickoff, before the rankings, before the headlines, before the trophies. It starts with a vision. First, you must change the standards. Coach J isn't asking players to be average. He asks them to become championship. That means championship habits, championship preparation, and championships accountability. The standards changes the moment he walks into the building. 2, let's build a brotherhood. Talent wins games. Brotherhood wins championship. When 11 players trust each other, you play faster, you play harder, and you play for something bigger than yourself. Step 3 is attack every day. Coach J doesn't coach Saturdays. He coaches Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because champions are built during practice, not during interviews. And then part 4 is leave a legacy. This isn't about making one bowl game. This isn't about making one winning season. This is about building something people will remember, a program that recruits wants to join, a program opponents don't want to face, a program fans believe in. The uniforms are different. The city is different. The conference is different. But one thing hasn't changed. Coach J still expects greatness. History doesn't remember people who stayed comfortable. History remembers people who changed the game. And maybe years from now, we'll look back at this moment, not as the day Coach J left, but as the day UCF football became something entirely different. The next chapter has officially begun. The blueprint is in place. Now it's time to see if history repeats itself. I'm Big Kev, and this has been Game Speaks Game. Where we don't just cover college football, we tell the stories that shape it. Until next time, game over.
We'll see you at the next kickoff, where every dream gets another shot. Stay ready, stay hungry, never stop. One team, one game, one family. From Big Kev, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Keep believing, keep competing, and remember, the game never sleeps.